ahead, Emily.
Well, thanks a lot, Robin. I appreciate it. I want to first off start by saying that I'm somewhat embarrassed, actually, by all the attention that's directed at me. I guess it's because Charles and Joe didn't have relatives that were also part of the section. That they didn't get as much name twice. But really, it was a team of 4 of us that worked on it. Joe McMillan, one of the partners of Perkins, Harry Schneider, who's another partner of Perkins who can't be here, and Charles and I did the bulk of the work through our Seattle office. We also had 2 other people in the DC office that we worked with when the case was transferred back there. I want to make sure it's understood that the reason that Robin has information about me does not mean that I was the prominent figure in the case at all. But I want to introduce Charles and Joe and actually just let them introduce themselves. It's probably easier that way. First of all, Charles.
My name is Charles Sipose. I'm currently an associate at Perkins Coie. And I guess I'll tell you more about my involvement in the Hamdan case as the
let's get
presentation goes on. But
let's get to the show.
This
It's
is
not
kind of
about
the star,
us. You know?
This is the case. So.
I'm Joe McMillan. I'm a partner at Perkins Coie. And David, just tell us how you got this
All right.
to us.
Well, talk about stars aligning. Really, the way this all came about is complete happenstance. My professor in law school, Neil Katyal, somebody I had for 2 classes, one of which was actually a class on the Clinton presidency. The other was a criminal law class. And I had been in touch with him since I graduated from law school. In about January of 2004, I got in touch with him by email. And I was talking to him about things completely unrelated to taking on a case or doing a case. And he said, "Are you still at Perkins Coie in Seattle?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I might have an interesting case for you." He gave me no idea what the case involved because at that point it was really in the very, very early stages of germination. It hadn't really even gotten to the point where they were ready to file, but it was coming about. And so I talked with Harry, who actually has now joined us. Harry, why don't you come up to But I talked with Harry and our pro bono coordinator, and we quickly got the firm involved. The firm jumped at the chance to be involved in the case, and quickly we found out what we were dealing with. And as you can imagine, something like this doesn't come along very often. And it's not something that is completely easy for a firm like Perkins to jump into because, frankly, we don't have much background in Geneva Conventions or the Uniform Code of Military Justice or things like that. But as we'll talk about as we go through this, it was an incredibly exciting experience. It's something that truly the stars align. So what we want to do today is talk about some of the basic issues we had to deal with and then get into the different steps that were involved in getting to the Supreme Court and how this all worked out.